Hey, Shalawam, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Jackie Selah, and I'm just want to do a wrap up on my little series I was calling Beacon of the Week. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a beautiful Shabbat. I'm still on my Shabbat frequency. I'm chilling. But anyway, y'all, I just want to do a wrap up again and say thank you to all my beacons that I featured on the series. Thank you. I'm giving you your flowers for the work because I appreciate it. And I wanted to share with anybody who would click on my channel and let them know who are the people that are giving the information when it comes to, first of all, and most important to me, scripture, Hebrew scripture, Torah, Tanakh, because Torah is life. You hear a lot of people talking about keeping the code. I've heard people like Tariq Nasheed and people that follow him talk about staying on code. Well, what is the code? Like when we say over here, when we say keep the code, we know that it's Torah, it's the law. I don't know what they mean, but the code is life. Keep Torah. Second of all, I wanted to say thank you for doing the work to tell the truth about who the so-called Black people of America, the so-called African Americans. We've been so many things. We've been Negro, colored, mulatto. We've been called Moors. We've been called uh, niggas. We've been some of everything except for the children of the Most High, which is what we are. But when it comes down to our bywords, we're the American. We're the original Americans. The original definition, the copper-colored indigenous people of the Americas. All right? And so I just want to say thank you for bringing that truth to light. It's a byword, but it's still our history. It's our story. I want to say it like that. It's our story. It's not history. It's our story. It's a true story. Maybe some of us have traced our roots to say that we are from Africa. If that's the case, then so be it. But I'm here to say that probably most of us, we've been told, even from our own grandmas or grandpas and mothers and fathers, from our own people, that we are American Indians. Some of us even know what tribe. And so there's no reason for your granny to lie. You take her as being a lie over them folks. I mean, and when you get down to it, the millions of people coming over from Africa on these little pitiful boats that they had at that time is just not plausible. It's not logical. So, Dawada to our people for shedding a light on the truth of that. And I'm hoping that anybody who's still sticking to that false narrative, that Alex Haley roots plagiarism, that you'll consider another perspective. And if you are willing to consider another perspective, then, check out some of the channels that I featured here. All right. And then lastly, let's talk about this land that we're on, the Americas. That's North, that's South America. The Americas are the most ancient, is the most ancient land. In archaeology, historical records back that up. And I want to thank our brothers and sisters who've done the work to bring that truth out. Now, if you don't know, it's time for you to know. And I highly encourage you, if you are my brother and sister in Israel, understanding that times have been changed, places have been changed, faces have been changed, and understanding the truth of that really makes the scriptures come alive that much more. And that has been my experience. I'm thoroughly convinced that America is ancient, that the stories that we hear, that we've read, in the Hebrew scriptures, happened on this land. Um, and like I said, the archaeology, the historical records, um, the geology, uh, and the geography also all point to that. So once again, there are people that have been beacons of the week in this series have shown you that. So if you don't know, I highly encourage you to check out the channels that are featured. And just as a reminder, let's get started to see who those people were. Much Ahab, thanks for joining me. For the King James drop, we have Milestone Investing, Reeducated TV, and Truth Uncompromised. Thank you so much to those brothers and sister for your work on speaking on the truth about who King James was. Um, it's important to know. Next, I'm going to thank our good brother Ayob Nazir. Ayob is our resident, I'm going to say our resident biblical archaeologist. I mean, he's so knowledgeable on so many things when it comes to tying in scripture to this land. So please go ahead and check out and support Brother Ayo Nazir's channel. He has a Patreon. Um, he has a website where he sells herbs and good stuff. I'm a big fan of his website. The ashwagandha is on point. Thank you. And there you go, Ayo Nazir. Want to thank Nine Spiral, my Aki Nine Spiral, my bestie. When it comes to scripture, man, that Forbidden Scripture series is fire, fire. And then when it comes to the dragons, the the meteors, um, and having an understanding of what's going on in the skies, please check out the Ak 9 Spiral. Shout out Drop Nation. And speaking of Drop Nation, the good Ak 432, that's Con Drop. But really, we want to recognize all the Drop Nation. It's a group effort. A lot of people bringing in the drop, but this is the face, our good brother, Con Drop. We appreciate you. He's a hard-working brother. I don't know when he sleep. But anyway, shout out to Drop Nation. Um, Thank you to the Aqua Thai Battle. Thank you to the brother Kerry Mayo, Drop Nation. Um, Thank you to all the Drop Nation. Yosef, the Real. We have Chef Candy always putting out those beautiful looking dishes on IG. Shout out to Chef Candy. And once again, let's just say thank you to the whole Drop Nation. Thank you, Ak. All right. Then we have House of Cons, formerly known as House of Masculinity. This is our good brother Blackjack. Um, I really love this brother's channel because when it comes to um, showing the imagery, you know, the visual effect of things is so important in learning and also in changing your mindset. You know, because a lot of us still, when we think of, oh, the Europeans came over, we think it's just white folks coming over here. But no, there were black Europeans. Okay, there are black folks who are not us, and they are against us. So don't always think that it's just white folks. And in fact, I would challenge you to say that a lot of them white folks didn't know what was going on. You could look at those old pictures and see they just look confused. They was just there because they had to be there. They had to be somewhere. All right. So anyway, back to what I'm focused on, and that is our good brother Blackjack at the House of Cons, putting out that good information on the copper colored Nagas of the Americans and who we truly are. Appreciate you, House of Cons. And then last but not least, the good Ock. UBZ. It's UBTV. Man, can't say enough when it comes to um, connecting scripture to the land. It's just the work is truly stellar. You know, um, as I explained when I featured UB's channel, one of the things that was really most important to me before I came into any of this knowledge is I really wanted to connect scripture to true historical events, um, just so I would know that it's real, you know. And man, between UB and Con Drop and Kira Mayo's early work, it was just, man, it did it. It did it for me. And Hala Hawa, all praises to the Most High, because I was sincere in asking for that, and He definitely answered it for me, or they answered it for me. A mother and father above answered it for me. So again, I want to say thank you to UB TV. So once again, let's just go through them because I really want y'all to check out these channels if you have to. I mean, these brothers put out a lot of work. Start at the beginning. Get the truth, the whole truth, and stop regurgitating these false narratives. And especially if you're my brother and sister and we tribed up under the Most High, you're supposed to be speaking in the truth whenever possible. So you be House of Cons, Kara Mayo, or How 432, The Drop Radio, 9 Spiral, and of course Ayo Nazir. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly do appreciate you. I love you. I love all of y'all. Much Ahab, and give all praise and honor to the Mother and Father above. Hala Hawa. Shalawam.